see my boy Lon. Yeah, hold on. Shit, let me get my mic on. What up? What up, homie? Oh, what up, what up, what up? Shout out Gardena, you know what I'm saying? Hey. Damn. Oh, come on, man. I fucking pressed the wrong button. He said send the invite. Yeah. He said he trashed though. Nah, bro. Definitely not trash, bro. I'm just trying to get this player right still. Oh shit, I ain't even playing defense yet. That motherfucker already hit. Alright, whatever. Yeah, I'm still trying to learn how to dribble and shit too. Hey. Old man move. Throwing elbows. At 2K15, I know, right? For real, remember I ain't had nobody. I was fresh out of jail and shit. I ain't had no friends on my friends list no more. Everybody that goddamn left me. Motherfuckers. Ah, this nigga done stole it. 2K15, 16, shit, and a little 17, I think. Line. That was when I was playing a little point guard and shit. Come on, bro. Ooh. Ah, that's not what I wanted, but I'll tell you. Yeah, man. Just trying to get this player right. I gotta add some people too. I gotta add Yadit. He hit me up with his PlayStation gamer tag. I gotta add him so I can have somebody else to play with. Because right now I'm just jumping on my career when I got time. Ooh. Oh, that's in. He said, I'm cooking, boy. Yeah, no, I'm still trying to learn how to dribble a little bit because this dude is a mid-range guy. So I gotta at least dribble a few times to get to the mid-range. Yeah, back to the badge grind, exactly. A little bit. I ain't really grinding though. And just a little bit though. Damn, bro. Hold on. Move out the way. Why does he keep doing that? That's funny. He keep throwing the elbow. Trying to do a turnaround fade. Did they change anything since I've been gone? Because you know 2K. I'm probably just too low on the block though. Man, my dude don't play defense very well. That's the only bad thing. I'm about to make another guy, but I'm just waiting for all the patches and shit. This dude is a good like basic guy. He ain't the best 3-point shooter, but it'll work. It'll be a fast break situation, but definitely not catch and shoot in the half court with a motherfucker sweating on you. Damn. Yeah, right? Uh-oh. Oh. I'll take that. Sheesh. You got a 5? Damn, I should have pressed that shit before the timeout. I mean, I play with the same people I always play with, but I don't play that much as I used to back in the day. But, yeah, nah. Where's Sniper? Sniper, the point guard right now. Crip, I think he got like a big center or a power forward or a small forward. I don't know. That nigga be grabbing rebounds, shooting threes and shit. This game is pretty good. It's not too bad. I don't dislike it as much as I didn't like last year's. I ain't play last year's at all, really. Ooh. Oh, that's coming off. Oh, that's actually going in too. Okay. Yeah. This dude, like I said, just a mid-range guy. I don't even want to dunk with this motherfucker. Don't want to play no defense either. Come on, man. They keep calling foul and shit. Motherfucker couldn't make it anyway. Shit, let's go. Stop right there. All right, fuck it. I'll take the middle. Hey. Oh, that's some bullshit. I was trying to shoot that. Yeah, I'm decent right now, but I'm trying to get better. I might just make a center, low key, but motherfuckers are shooting the lights out, so I don't even know if center worth it this year. At least in the rec. Or wait till the patch where the niggas can't shoot no more. A little snatch back, you know what I'm saying? Nothing too special. I'm trying to hurry up. My defense is okay, I just can't go for steals. If I go for a steal, it's gonna turn out bad. Ah, look at that. Yeah. Damn. Why the dude trying to box me out, bro? I'm just trying to get back on defense. Oh, come on. Can I hit that? What's all this shit? All right.
Let's keep it up.
Okay. Motherfucker calling timeouts and shit. Man. Oh yeah, it's on the other one. Same move every time. Damn, who got that board? Oh, look, all the way? All right. Lay it up then. My dude don't dunk. I should have did a floater. Actually, that's what I'm going to start doing. Matter of fact. Hold on, let me get a floater off again. All right. I couldn't get a floater off now. All right, hold on. Can I get the floater off? Nope. That's definitely not how you get the floater off. All right, yeah, I told you I ain't trying to play no defense. I should have shot it, but I'm trying to get a floater off now. Ooh. I can't shake him, coach. Hold on, move out the way, bro. Move out the way, hold on. How about that? Let me see. Let me see. Can I see it on this one? Let's see. Oh no. Alright, I'll do it over here. Let's see. That over here. There we go. Alright, now where is it at though? Oh, it's right here. There you go, line. There, your words is on the screen now. Hold on. Should I make them bigger? Where's the middle? All right, fuck it. I'll just put it right here. There we go. Too big, too buku. Yeah, move it over here. Yeesh. All right, hold on. Hold on, let me take the bottom up. Oh no, that shit makes it too small. Hold on, all right. Make it bigger. And then hold this button. I think it's this one. There we go. There we go. Take this. How about that? Not too bad. Actually, no, the score is over there. Move it over here. No. The score is over there now. All right. Put it right here then. Yeah, for now. Until I find a better spot. All right. Oh. Oh, that's how you do the floater? Oh. Can't get the floater off, bro. This is not a floater god. Oh, I'll just do this then. Hey! I got him. All right, let me get that. Oh, okay. I didn't know I could do that. I'm gonna start doing that more often. All right. I missed it, but I figured something out that I've been wanting to do anyway. All right, here we go. Come on, man. I could have shot that. Hold on. This nigga, man. Shit over a slat. I mean, a little tad bit. There we go. Put it right in the middle. Fuck it. Got you. Should have shot the three. Fuck. Messed that one up because that animation, I ain't never seen that before. That was tight. They added definitely some new animations, but I didn't know how to exploit it because I never seen it before. Come on, man. Killer combos and I didn't fucking make it. That's what it said, killer combos. You need Gatorade. You need some milk.
Come get it.
All right, here. Hey. Oh, now I'm missing. Because of those fucking floaters. Oh, really? All right, hold on. Let me get the ball. Hey, let's keep it up. Okay, so it's above that too now. All right, these bitch ass niggas, bro. Yeah, I just put it right here. How about that? Fuck it. Out the way. I'll figure out a better place to put it later. I don't feel like. That's Twitch chat though. Oh, okay. Is that it? That's all I gotta do? Wow. Damn, I fucked it up. It's coming off because I'm tired. Too much dribbling. My dude sucks at defense. Hold on. My dude can't shoot that far. Missed my first three-pointer because I can't shoot that far. I gotta be on the line, low-key. Unless I'm on fire. Oh my God, bro. See, that's the type of shit I should have made. Damn, that's backcourt. I knew they was gonna call that shit. Pay attention, bro. Chill. I called this shit before the ref. Hey. All right, here, give it to me then. Stop with all the bullshit. Ooh. Ooh. It's crazy. To guard up, Lady Magic, Magician. Oh, okay. I'm not playing defense. $2K kind of makes you play defense too this year. Otherwise, you can't fill up your meter. So you got to stand in front of a guy. Why are they playing so tough like it's not over? Hold on, bro. It's not even what I'm trying to do. Hold on. Why he stepped back a little bit? I was hoping he would too. That's crazy. Ooh, okay. Come on, bro. Why they always let the motherfucker catch up? That's crazy. I'll be right back.
Good game, good game.
He's
I just got a question to what do you think Malcolm X did to get killed?
he started telling the truth about Elijah Muhammad. And then he started challenging black people in the ways that I'm challenging black people. And he followed a man that didn't have his best interest at heart. That's why I quickly got from up under T.K. Kirkland.
So
Malcolm got killed for doing shit like that. And Malcolm talked that by any means necessary, nigga. But Malcolm didn't have a gun. If I'm gonna die, if I'm gonna get killed, I'm gonna die with a gun. I'm gonna die with some weapons. I ain't gonna die with a Bible or a Quran.
And does Charleston White want followers? Do you want a following that follows in exactly what you say and do and follow your movement?
Fuck no.
Okay.
Hell no. I don't wanna be no motherfucking nigga. Hell no.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how a nigga woman get fucked. Nigga get in a nigga mama's wheel. No, I'm too rotten and dirty for that kind of motherfucking shit. No, hell no. I don't want that type of shit. Shit, no. Every last one of them niggas, hell no, they come after them niggas. Nah, I don't want that. I want some niggas arguing with me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you already know what it is, man. Goddamn, Charleston White back in the building, man.
Charleston White, he funny as hell. Sheesh. Yeah, where the motherfucker at? Already shooting. Damn, bro. Fuck it. Damn, bro. I didn't even want to shoot that low key. I was a little late. I didn't think he was gonna give me that in the space though. Bro, what's going on? Shoot the ball. Oh, come on, bro. Why they already double teaming me? That's crazy. Hold on. Oh, I couldn't get him off. Thought he was gonna go with the head fake. Kept my foot down though. Good job, Moran, slowing it down for him, man. Ah, this shit. Double screen. All right. That's what you get, bitch. Get crab. Not this motherfucker again. Bro, come on, bro. I don't want to just pass the ball. Oh. Stop playing. Nice shot, Morant. I need to make a sharpshooter, bro. Can I make that? Apparently. Come on, bro. Trying to get a sneaky block. Man, I'm on fire. Bro, chill. Why are you giving it to him? Hey, come on. Wish I could do this in rec. But I probably can't because my dudes still need a little bit more badges. Fuck. Too tempted. Okay, finally. Come on, bro. Oh. I can't make a floater. I can't even attempt a floater, especially after dribbling that much. Shoot it. I have faith in you. Ja Morant from three. Hold on. Oh. Oh shit, why is he guarding so tough? Like the best defender on the team? Alright. Hold on, bro. Why I keep trying to go that way? Oh yeah, this Baines. He's supposed to be good at defense. I forgot. I'm tired. Alright, I gotta dribble right. That's too much. Damn it. About to say he ain't finna shoot that. Damn. Oh, they down by 22. I can get my shit together. Oh, come on, bro. All right, I'm gonna, okay, hold on. Let's see. I can't shoot going to the right. Or maybe I ain't got no hots on. Maybe, or I'm just tired. Fucking second quarter. Yeah, that's what end of the second quarter. I ain't put my stamina all the way up. You dig?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There we go.
If prostitution was legalized, would women's attitudes towards men change, and if so, how?
It definitely would change, because then they wouldn't just be like, everybody wouldn't be trying to be a prostitute. They would actually go back to being women.
How so?
Because now it seems like that's what they want to do. They all just want to be a prostitute when they grow up because they think it's free, easy money, as opposed to just being a good woman to a man, which is hard to find these days.
Would it be a threat to women's sexual power over men?
Oh, it definitely would be a threat, because that's all they really get to hold over a man's head is that thing.
Right?
What percentage of the girls you know do sex work?
100% of them.
Damn.
Like 40%. Yeah.
A small percent for me.
I mean, like, I don't know, like, just from, like, social media and everything, I think, like, a big percent, yeah.
A good 95% of them.
What are the different types of sex workers?
So there's girls who walk the blade. That's like when they're outside on the sidewalks, walking in heels and everything, picking up cars. There's girls who post ads on the internet. There's girls who walk the carpet.
Streetwalkers. It's like escorts, you know, high class, you know, strippers, OnlyFans.
You got escorts, prostitutes, massage therapists, and even your everyday regular female wants to get some money out of a man some kind of way. Like, that's their goal.
Stripper culture.
What's the difference between selling your body for sex and selling your body not for sex?
There is no difference.
In a sense, doesn't everyone prostitute themselves?
100%, yes.
Yeah.
They sell themselves for blunts and weed and drink. Why not get the money?
Damn.
In a sense, doesn't everyone prostitute themselves?
I've definitely prostituted myself once or twice, so I mean.
We all prostitute ourselves at all times, whether we're working for somebody else or working for ourselves. If your money and your body and your money is on a dime, you're prostituting yourself. So in a sense, if you don't own your own business, you are working in the prostitution trade.
What is a brothel?
A brothel is a place you can go into and pay and pick a woman to basically go do your thing with.
How is that different than a high-class escort or a streetwalker?
It's not any different. It's just
Like it's not
in a more controlled environment.
So a brothel is a house that women do sex work in, but it's a legal house, and it's definitely secure. It's watched by like security, police, and everything. It's a lot safer. They have to get tested regularly, and it's a place for men to go and pick out a woman they want and have sex with them in a lot safer way.
The only difference would be that you're going to an establishment as opposed to them coming to your place.
Isn't a brothel more likely to be safe and regulated?
Yeah, because they get tested and things like that, as opposed to when she pulled up, she could have just left her other dude's house.
Streetwalkers, they don't have to get tested regularly, or high-class escorts, and they know that no matter on both parties, they're not going to get set up, robbed, kidnapped, or killed.
Why do people think prostitution is more likely to spread disease when sex workers are tested on a regular, consistent basis?
Right.
Because they watch too much TV. Because in real life, sex workers get tested as opposed to the average girl. Most of them don't even have an OBGYN, or they think that's like an acronym on the internet or some shit.
That's funny.
Like in a brothel, they got to be tested, and I would assume that you can't just go in there and not be tested. I wouldn't assume you'd just be able to walk in and say, hey, I want to pick somebody. I'm pretty sure they would want to know your history and just want to see some type of results.
Why do some people think prostitution is already legal?
Probably because they watch too much TV, because it's definitely not legal.
If it was legal, wouldn't we have brothels?
Yeah, you got to go to like the sticks to find a brothel where the laws are not really regulated.
So don't we really just have black market prostitution?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
It's to the point now where I'm from, back on Figueroa, the prostitutes no longer get arrested. They have to be put in jail 3 times in order to be cuffed up and put behind the wall. So prostitution is legal. We got hoes out there that can make it 3 or 4 times before we have to lock them up.
So don't we really just have black market prostitution?
Yes.
Isn't black market prostitution dangerous for both men and women?
Yes.
Why?
Because you don't know the situations that you're getting yourself into.
Women have a more chance of getting killed, especially if they're going to a man's house that they don't even know or where it is. They don't know the area, and men also have the same chance of getting killed, kidnapped, robbed, anything, because they're meeting a woman that they never know, and sometimes it's not even the woman that they think they're meeting.
Why do people think prostitution can't be taxed?
Can't be taxed? I believe it can be taxed when it's in a controlled environment.
Because we're not going through it the legal way. We're going through it ourselves. So nobody's taking money out of our paycheck for tax, for medical, anything. It's all the money that we're able to keep. Nobody takes anything out of it.
Prostitution is legal in parts of Nevada. Don't they tax and regulate it there?
Yeah, they tax and regulate it in the places where it is, but it wouldn't be in a place as grand as this with this many people. It's like a small little town, so they can see everybody and make sure they're getting every dollar.
Why can't we just say prostitution is legal, but only in brothels, so it can be taxed and regulated?
That's a good damn question. It's a good question. It should be legal.
Why are people so afraid of their mothers, sisters, and daughters becoming prostitutes when they can currently choose to be escorts, sugar babies, and OnlyFans?
I mean, because nobody wants their sister to be your hoe or daughter or anything like that.
Can self-improvement and prostitution coexist, or will men become spoiled and lazy?
Men will become spoiled and lazy.
I mean, men are already spoiled and lazy any damn way.
I guess for the most part, because you don't have to really try to get a girl, you just got to pay for it.
It will make life a lot easier for men, so they would never do that.
Were the men of the past spoiled and lazy when prostitution was legal?
No, because they were hardworking men and they had to have money to go spend it.
Absolutely not. They probably were the most hardworking men in the world, because you know you could go get your rocks off and then you can go to work.
If prostitution was legal, do you think there would be less gold diggers and sugar babies?
Oh, yes, 100% there would be, because at that point, like I said, there would be a lot more legal services out there. So, you know, the men who do, like the gold diggers, like the old men who have younger girlfriends, or the men who pay for like a girl to be with them for long-term relationships, they would know that they have a service, so whenever they want it, they can just go pay for it that price instead of having to pay a fortune for another girl.
So wouldn't women be the ones who are less spoiled and lazy?
Right? Gotcha.
I guess, caught me there, I guess, in a sense. Yeah, you could say that.
If prostitution was legal, would men still get married?
Yeah, but it would be married for the right reasons, which is the way that it's supposed to be. And now it's just all about money. Everything in this world is just all about money now, and women take a great advantage of that because they know that men make the majority of the money.
If people believe that sex is addicting like a drug, why is weed, alcohol, porn, and gambling all legal and highly regulated?
Because it brings in a ton of money.
Because we're a repressed society that comes from our sort of Puritan ancestors and all other things that are complicated.
If prostitution was legalized, would women's attitudes towards men change, and if so, how?
1,000% it would change, because it would be legal, and then women wouldn't be able to, you know, think that because they're cute you owe them something. It would be a lot different because they know that you could just go get any girl that you want and not get in trouble for it. And then also on top of that, then you'd be able to do what you want as well, so you wouldn't have to choose them. They would have to do a lot more than just cook, clean, and...
Well, it might change for the better. If they knew that men could get their needs met other places and the pressure was off them.
Right.
Men do not deserve the attention and the
What is she talking
mentality that women give them. So if women took control of the situation as the men have, then the world would be a completely different place.
But wouldn't prostitution being men taking control of the situation since they're the one paying for it?
No, because there has to be an allowance for them to even be able to pay for somebody's body. So if somebody allows somebody to pay for it, then it'll happen. So who has control?
Right.
Can you think of any reason prostitution is illegal that's not based on morality or religion?
Because black people do it. Most of the time, everything that black people do, they make it illegal. Black people smoke weed, so they made weed illegal, and you get a lot of time for
That's
it.
a good one.
There has to be an allowance for them to even be able to pay for somebody's body. So if somebody allows somebody to pay for it, then it'll happen. So who has control?
Can you think of any reason prostitution is illegal that's not based on morality or religion?
Because black people do it. Most of the time, everything that black people do, they make it illegal. Black people smoke weed, so they made weed illegal, and you get a lot of time for it. Black people want to pimp and a hoe, they make it illegal, so they can lock all their asses up. If they start making that shit legal, then a lot of them wouldn't be getting incarcerated, and therefore they wouldn't be making as much money, because most of the big companies and things like that get all their money from investing into the prisons.
Should religion dictate what's legal in a free society, and if so, where's the line?
Religion should never dictate anything. Religion is made up in itself.
There was prostitutes next to Jesus. Jesus was roaming the earth with prostitutes and thieves and all the things that people want to consider bad. He was right there next to, because ain't nobody else accepted him like that in the beginning. No one ever believed the word like that.
Well, that's a person's right to choose. Isn't that the conceit of America? That you can have your religious freedom?
If legalizing prostitution would be a game changer, why is it never talked about on any of these podcasts?
Because then it would be a game changer. And if everybody made an uproar about it and saying that it should be legal and things of that nature, then they probably would get canceled because they're going against the grain. They don't want nobody to be a salmon.
Why is Vegas called Sin City?
It's the city where people make sins.
Because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and Vegas is a place where you can go, get drunk, do anything, find prostitutes.
Because this is one place that you could come to and you could do everything you want, so you think, until you come on vacation and leave on probation.
We live in Sin City, Las Vegas. Can you think of a more appropriate time or a more appropriate place to have brothels than right here, right now?
On this, definitely it'd be the best place to start. That's for damn sure. I mean, it should go global after that if they make it legal. But it definitely should start here. It is called Sin City, and that's definitely a sin.
Damn. Some opinions about prostitution. You dig? I won't give mine unless asked. Or asked? I don't know. You be the judge. But yeah, man. That shit crazy. This should be legal. I sure don't care what y'all do. That was a good video, though. Not gonna cap. Quick stream tonight because I got some other shit I gotta do, but you know what I'm saying? Might watch this shit real quick too. I like these videos. Other people don't, maybe, but I'm not here for other people. Whoa, what was that? Maybe I am. I don't know. Holy shit. Damn, how did Roman billionaires spend their money? Hold on. Am I passing it in? Oh, okay. Is he gonna make one? I was gonna say weak ass nigga. Oh, they trying to win. I forgot. I'm keeping it interesting. They almost could have won.
That's how you do it.
The mind has been defined as that part of consciousness which feels, perceives, wills, and thinks. Now, this definition sounds rather impressive, but it actually says nothing, because it describes for us an unknown instrument producing consequences. Each of these words which we have used representing a mystery which has not been solved. We may assume that the mind thinks, but what is thought? We may assume that the mind wills, but what is will? Actually, we have created a series of words to describe effects arising in some part of man's equipment. These effects become the means by which we shall define their own cause. Therefore, we explore the mind simply in the terms of that which we attribute to the mind, and the subject itself remains, even today, very largely mysterious. Yet whether we can define the term or not, we use the mind every instant of our conscious existence. We have come to regard it as so intimate a part of our own economy that we do not any longer question its processes. We do not very sincerely analyze the power of thought in ourselves, and we are duly impressed by the tremendous consequence, collectively speaking, of mental function. One way, perhaps, to get some comprehension of what mind accomplishes is to settle down to a thoughtful analysis of the Encyclopedia Britannica. Here we have summarized into very brief statements whole processes of human activity, a science which may require years for a man to advance to a workable degree is represented in the encyclopedia by a paragraph, or perhaps a page at the most. And so these thousands and thousands of pages are devoted to the infinite variety of experience arising from the mind. We find summaries of sciences, of arts, and of crafts. We find the pageantries of history unfolded, with names inserted here and there, names which we could give much attention to and write great books about one single name. When we consider, for example, the brief article on Abraham Lincoln, brief in the sense that perhaps 3 or 4 pages are devoted to it, and then recognize the thousands of books that have been written to amplify the brief and factual statements in the encyclopedia.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Another book that gives us some comprehension of mental process is the Unabridged Dictionary. Here we find what man's mind has done with the world of words. We find the building up of the most intricate word patterns and forms, all devised to release to our common knowledge some attribute, power, conclusion, or attitude of the mind. We look around us and we observe that everywhere mind is in action. Especially, of course, we can see this in the world of our own kind, where our type of mind or the peculiar mentation of our species forever bewilders us. The small boy in school, when asked who invented electricity, replied, Thomas Edison. He thought he was rather close to the facts, but actually Edison did not invent electricity. What we call invention is very largely the mind discovering, the mind estimating and weighing the operations of natural law or phenomena. And from these observations arising in itself, coming in the end to various conclusions, some of which lead to new and useful improvements in our various methods of operating our lives. Mind is really an almost incredible thing. Almost every process that we know arises only from our power to think. And yet we assume that we are born with this power, that we share in it as we do in all other natural resources, and that by some strange mystery, each person is endowed with a mind capable of governing his conduct and establishing him in one of the important paths of success with which most persons are concerned. In schools today, we are having quite a problem in connection with the mind. Up to only, say, 100 years ago, education was a comparatively simple process. This does not mean that the older peoples were necessarily better educated, but it means that they did not have to consider so many aspects and phases of the mental life of the human race. Within the last century, there's been a mental explosion. Thought has been directed to innumerable channels previously unconsidered. And today it takes longer to understand or master a single science than once was required to become aware of practically all human thought. So the mind goes on its way. We do not know how far we have actually penetrated into mental substance or into mental process. We assume, probably rightly, that this process can unfold indefinitely, that there is really no limit upon the power of mind except such limit as is represented by the laws governing its development. Therefore, we have learned that, for example, the mind requires certain foundations before it can proceed to further considerations. We must advance to a measure or a certain point before the next advancement is possible. We cannot leap from complete ignorance to complete wisdom, but must gradually unfold step by step, not only the processes of thought, but the consequence of these processes applied to the social activities of the species. But we live with this amazing instrument. We consider it so essentially identical with ourselves that we really credit ourselves with every discovery that mind makes. And the only way we have of labeling process is to associate persons with mind. Therefore, we think of a certain type of mind, and we say that Plato possessed that kind of mind. We regard him as one of the world's great philosophers. But if we separated Plato as a body or an instrument from his own intellect, very little would remain that is important. Plato was mind moving. Aristotle, the same. The rise of the Christian church was mind moving. The rise of science, a further expression of this same movement. All of these things that men have done are suspended from this one mysterious instrument by which it seems man is capable of a rational process. Checking in the current edition of the Ordinary Collegiate Dictionary, which will be used by our young intellectuals while battling with the curriculum, we find that the first definition now associated with mind is memory or recollection, the power to bring into focus various areas of thought which have been previously acquired or attained. Thus, one of the most important processes of mind is coordination of thought, the bringing together of related matter, the contrasting of one process with another, and the continuous effort to coordinate or to bring these processes into a common focus. In order that we should advance any field of mental activity, therefore, we have to have recourse to reminiscence or recollection. By means of this, we create the foundations upon which further thought can be built. One way in which we attempt to strengthen memory or recollection is by an artificial means. This means we call education. For education is that process whereby the individual is able to attain certain useful recollections without being forced to experience each item which he must learn to use later. It is quite impossible for the average human being to relive his race or relive the cultures that have preceded him. Yet these previous cultures represented levels or platforms of mind upon which new progress must be made. Therefore, the wisdom of his race, the heritage of knowledge already attained, is given to him through the educational procedure. Thus, in a few years, he sort of catches up, finds his own orientation, and discovers the platform upon which his own culture stands. Education is consequently making available to the mind of contemporary man the works of the minds of previous men, thus going on and on from one generation to another into the unknown future which lies ahead. Sometimes we are amazed by the works of the mind. Sometimes we feel the deepest veneration for this mysterious instrument. And again, we feel the deepest fear or doubt as to the consequences of our own mental processes. We have learned to recognize that in certain ways at least, the mind is not a civilized thing. It is a process. It seems to be almost a mechanical process. For in this problem of thinking, we do not always respond to the maturing influences of moral or ethical value.
Like 1 minute.
particularly true perhaps in the thought of modern science, which has done everything possible to divorce the mind from the restraining influence of moral condition. The idea or attitude being that it is the right of mind to think, and that the mental process demands that the mind be liberated from all real or imaginary restraints in order that it may go on penetrating, probing, investigating for the fulfillment of its own mental purposes. This was considered a rather admirable state of affairs until the rise of science. Now it is obvious that many of these mental processes can lead to dangerous consequences. The mind, therefore, seemingly is in need of some kind of leadership other than that which it imposes upon its own nature. It does not mean, however, that mind, with its recollecting power, might not ultimately arrive at its own morality. For out of the vast pageantries of experience, it is quite conceivable that the mind would finally come to the recollection and realization of the importance of positive standards of conduct and high moral and ethical procedure. In the meantime, however, we are still confronted with this thing we call the mind. And it would be optimistic indeed to attempt that which the ages have not been able to attain, namely an accurate definition of the total mental process. In the last 25 years, psychology has probed very deeply into the observable or tangible powers of mind. It has attempted to take all previous knowledge relating to the mental activity of man, and from the coordination and contemplation of this knowledge, and through further research along technical and scientific lines, to create some, at least symbolic design of the mind itself, attempting to discover its anatomy, its physiology, and its psychology. To a degree, some success has been attained. But here again, there are elements and processes which are not as yet known,
That's crazy,
and for which no methods have yet been devised. I think, therefore, that in the large pattern of things, man has gradually created a concept of mind. This concept of mind we sort of pass on as a tradition. We assume that it is enough, and we give it to our children with the firm belief that with this equipment they will be able to sustain the constant tensions of the mind and advance its various causes. One thing we have all come to observe, of course, is that the mind operating in different persons operates differently. We are not of one mind in any common fact. We are not of one mind in politics or in religion or even in science, though perhaps more continuity and consistency have been developed on the scientific level. We are not of one mind in our opinions, in our moralities, in our devotions or our dedications. And mostly, we are not of one mind in the daily administration of our affairs. As a result, we divide into schools of thought, into types of mind, and we gradually attempt to classify these types. We recognize the simple processes of primitive mind. We recognize the more advanced processes of the highly trained, sophisticated mind of modern man. Knowing that we do not think alike on most subjects, and as we investigate systems of philosophy, for example, we recognize the infinite diversity of conclusions that the mind can reach about even a single subject. It must therefore seem, at least to us, that this mind is individual, perhaps even personal. It is hard for us to assume that if we had one mind in common, that we have so few thoughts in common. This is not strictly demonstrable, but it is certainly a definite tendency. There certainly is a difference of opinion today between East Germany and West Germany. In many instances, these differences may be quite sincere and may be supported by comparatively logical arguments, but the agreement is lacking. There is very little common ground between the great religions of the world today, even though their ideals and concepts and precepts are extremely similar. There is very little common mind in modern politics, for no man goes to office but that he is immediately supported by some and assailed by others. There is very little agreement in our own thinking as to what constitutes the most desirable home, the best state for our children, or the best way to manage a business. Each has his own feelings about these things, and while statistics are available, which would help to organize some common patterns, the majority of persons are not inclined to be statistical in these matters. They still do much as they feel they wish to do, and use every possible means to defend their own opinions. Thus, mind seems to be capable of an infinite individualization, and psychology, seeking to understand this, has come up with one rather interesting and profitable thought. Namely, that this individualization arises from conditions by means of which the mind is brought into a certain pattern of experiences. These experiences are remembered. They become both consciously and subconsciously part of our lives, and most of our thoughts and decisions arise from these patterns, so that we are not thinking simply with the mind, but thinking with a mind conditioned by various things that have happened to us, by the background from which we have come, from our racial structures, and from our religious theories and opinions. Thus, psychology is inclined to suspect that there might be a more universal kind of mind than we have been inclined to imagine, but that this universal kind of mind takes on certain shapes and colorings according to the instruments through which it passes. There is undoubtedly certain mental activity in animals. There is a type of mental activity in nature around us, but it is conditioned by the structures through which it expresses itself. Therefore, we must say that a mind inhabiting a body must always be a conditioned mind. A mind inhabiting a time must be a conditioned mind, or a place, or in some relationship to space, or to the larger dimensions of human recognition. Consequently, mind in its operation operates within a pattern of contemporary events. It is deeply moved by the pressures of immediate condition. And as we go back again to our encyclopedia and begin to study the various personalities who have changed the course of history for better or for worse, we realize that each of these persons was a highly conditioned individual. He was conditioned by his own background, by the things that happened to him. Napoleon was conditioned by his height, the Duke of Wellington by his stomach. Almost everyone is conditioned by something. Others are conditioned by the lands in which they live. The Asiatic mind is influenced by Asiatic climate. Those inhabiting large nations are conditioned by the size of their countries. Those inhabiting small areas by the limitations that these areas and restrictions bestow. Most persons are conditioned by language. A great many are conditioned by the temperature of their climates. Those inhabiting temperate zones having certain advantages. Everywhere mind moving into manifestation is conditioned. And by this conditioning we have the saint and we have the dictator. We have the humanitarian and we have the rogue, the desperado. Every one of these types results from some conditioning. Adolf Hitler is a product of conditioning. So undoubtedly, as robust old Mr. Khrushchev, who no doubt in the world has a background which gives him a peculiar fondness for pounding podiums with shoes. These things are not simply accidents. They arise from something. And if we understood Mr. Khrushchev, we would know exactly why he acts the way he does. Why mind moving in him is quite different in its expression from mind moving through some idealist like Jane Addams of Hull House, or mind moving in the strange, dark, but wonderfully luminous world of Helen Keller. All of these expressions are mind conditioned by restraints, by intensities, and by processes, most of them probably made available in conscious action by memory, by the various recollections and reminiscences with which our lives have been enriched or impoverished. Even science today, while it thinks slowly in these matters, having its mind preoccupied with other concerns, is inclined to suspect that mind, as it expresses in man, must be in some way related to the total process of the universe. 50 years ago, it was assumed that man, by an evolutionary process, was the only intelligent creature in nature. This could be defended in the sense that certainly man was the most shrewd and cunning of all creatures. That man, by this allotment, was superior was again a question that has never been fully solved, although we assume that that which possesses superior mental attributes or powers is of an advanced type. Gradually, however, our opinion about mind has changed. We are no longer able to assume that man is a mindful creature existing in a mindless duration of time and space. The principal function of mind, as we explore it today in our own lives, is to bring order out of chaos in some way. This order may not always be constructive or purposeful, but there is this constant progress in organization, this building up of patterns, by means of which we arrive at certain total pictures. In the universe around us, there is evidence of the operation of mind, although we have not been able to pinpoint the exact location of the mental agent or its relationship to other things. We say that if man thinks, he becomes a law-abiding citizen. We live in a law-abiding universe. How did it arrive at its ethics? We live in a world of cause and effect. And one of the most important processes of thought is the sequence of cause and effect. We live in a universe which is apparently moral to the extent that it produces certain inevitable rewards and punishments for conduct, not only for man's conduct, but for natural conduct. We live in a world also of what science might term exactitudes. The processes of universal existence are orderly, consistent, and reasonable. Therefore, we have to assume that the reasonable can exist apart from reason, or else we must assume that the reasonable is dependent upon reason. Some would like to assume, of course, that the reasonable produces reason, but this is a more or less backward approach to the subject, for it is difficult to assume that an effect without a cause can in turn become a cause. Therefore, we are inclined to suspect today that somewhere in the very structure and substance of nature, of the universe, or of the world, there must reside that principle upon which all mentation depends, that in some way man partakes of a power everywhere present, and that the very fact that man thinks proves that an archetypal thought exists, that there has to be in nature the possibility of thought. There has to be in the universe those materials and substances by which mind can be engendered, and that this mental process in its own turn, distributed in various ways through all forms of creation, appears to man and in man in the form we recognize.
On that note, we're gonna finish this shit up tomorrow. I got some other shit I gotta do. But yeah, if y'all trying to run, just hit me up. I'll holler though. I'm out.